And here we go. We're into the business end of the Woodward Cup. I believe there's only 4 rounds left. And welcome to Coach Glenn on this auspicious day.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Yes, yes. Look, we're actually in a new studio. This is Studio 5.5. It's our mobile outside broadcast van. And it will be one that we can take on the road on future excursions.
Lovely.
And providing the phone plan has sufficient data, whatever that is, I don't know what data is, we may be able to hotspot phones. I mean, all this bloody terminology, why would you want to hotspot a phone,
This is a conversation for another time, Father. I don't think I can get you up to speed in the allocated time frame.
Okay. Put one of your boys on, he'll fix it. Excuse me. Okay, so we're in the business end. We've got the top 8 ready to rock and roll.
Yes. The wheat separated from the chaff, so to speak.
Yes. But that's all right.
Well, I was going to bring this up a bit later, but I do have one burning question. Over the past 11 or 12 Woodward Cup seasons, when's the last time the Monsters failed to make the top 8?
I don't like the word failed. I think the word should be decided not to participate. Rebuilding. That's precisely it.
Yes. Look, the top eight is certainly missing something with the Monsters not being there, but very interesting development. Well,
that's okay. Look, I will point it out. I mean, when you set up the competition for this year, you very kindly put at the top of the one of the frames there about past winners of the Woodward Cup.
Yes.
And although it peeves certain people off, I did win the first one.
Yes.
And in total, I have my name on the shield 5 times.
Yes.
So just because I happen to miss out once in 11 years, that's not a bad average.
No, but you're sounding very much like a Dragons fan now, reiterating there. How many did they win? 12 in a row? In the 1930s.
That was before the rules were changed. See, when the Dragons were hot to trot, there was unlimited tackle, and they would get in there and barge and bash and whatever. They never wanted to play with the ball. They just wanted to knock the heads off their opponents.
Yes.
And then they had to change the rules to, nobble the Dragons.
Well, that's very apt, the reason why the rules have been changed throughout the Woodward Cup.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, look, let's get on to the top 8. Top 8. Okay, right at the very top we have the perennial appearers.
The competition.
Yes, the Wood Raiders.
Yes, well done. Congratulations to Coach Keith.
Hey, listen, do you reckon he does a Viking clap at the start of each round?
I don't know, but I definitely am looking forward to what he does when he loses twice and goes straight out the back door. So.
Oh, okay, right. I reckon he sits there at the beginning on a Thursday night or whatever. He's got his grog in his hand and he's got his Raiders, horns on, and then as they come out, he starts doing his Viking clap. Boom, boom. Anyway.
Yes. Look, it is great fun taking the mickey out of
others.
Coach Keith. However, full credit, came in first, minor premier.
Yes,
well done.
Yes. I must admit he does have a very obviously he's got a formidable team. Otherwise, he wouldn't be at the top.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Big Town Badgers. They almost snuck in there and nobbled him.
Yeah, I think he fell down with the. I think he put his hands up in the air and tried to take all the crowd acclamations early. I think he lost 3 of his last 5.
Yes.
So kind of shit the bed a little bit, but let's see how he regathers for the final series.
Okay. Scotty Humdingers sort of came good at the end.
Yeah, very quiet achiever. He's powered in.
Yep.
How many's he won on the trot?
He won the last 5 on the go.
Yeah,
at least.
I think the best scenario for us is that they are playing Big Town first round of finals. So hopefully one of them will get the stuffing knocked out of them and not be back for the finals.
All right, and you in number 4, you will be playing Wood Raiders. That will be quite a difficult job to tackle.
Well, look, it was tactical. That was a tactical move to position myself there. Obviously, you want the second bite of the cherry.
Yes.
And of the other 3 teams, I fancied my chance against the Wood Raiders more than the Badgers or Humdingers. So tactical all the way there.
All right, okay, I'll believe you with that. And that leaves the bottom half of the top 8 with Phantom Roosters, Bathurst Bulldogs, Northern Territory Salties. Good on you, Joel.
Yes, first year in, he's done well.
And the renamed Cowboys, now they're Caloundra Cowboys.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to the dichotomy of the Salties and the Bathurst Bulldogs, both in the final 8. Bathurst Bulldogs been in there since the beginning, done fuck all.
Yeah.
And the Salties first year in and shining his butt. So, bit of the new and the old.
Yeah. Now listen, do we class the Caloundra Cowboys as a foundation club or not?
No, because as they've moved.
That's right, they had a name change. Okay.
They've that new stadium. Yes.
All right.
Which I think only leaves 1 or 2 foundation clubs left. The Monsters, the Wood Raiders.
Bathurst Bulldogs. That's it.
Were the Eskimo brothers in at the beginning?
No, they weren't in at the beginning. No, someone stuffed up there in not introducing them at the right time. I won't say who that was, but anyway. So, and anyway, we wouldn't have had such a marvellous name for her team.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
it's
because
the best named team in the competition.
Yeah, we had to watch that program that you showed us to get that that team with a ringing name.
Yes. Oh, look, the questions I field regularly is, what does Eskimo Brothers mean? And then when I tell them, they look at me and they say, why did your mother name their team that? And I'm like, well,
why not?
Met my mother.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, now, the bolters for the crown this year. I think we've got 3 bolters.
Okay.
I think we've got Joel, Northern Territory Salties.
Right.
I mean, he's probably too busy chasing crocs up there and drinking grog or whatever.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so he probably flips a coin. Who'll I put in this week? Who'll I put in that week? Anyway, and as you say, Bathurst Bulldogs with due diligence in week 1 and bugger all for the rest of the year.
Yes.
And Caloundra Cowboys. Now, I think the re-emergence of the Cowboys has got to do with the re-emergence of the real Cowboys, so to speak.
Yes, and I think it's very apt that this week we've got the Caloundra Cowboys taking on the Phantom Roosters, the defending champions.
Yes.
And they're playing in the NRL. You've got the North Queensland Cowboys taking on the Roosters, the defending champions. So
yes. Let's hope that Cowboy Bob is manipulating his team for the match against the Phantom Roosters, not how he would like his team to play, or the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, I'm just extremely excited. Sure did look like Bob's going to get up. I'm driving out to Bell to just watch Phantom Roosters self-destruct.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay. Look, in reality, I think it might really be a wide open field this year.
Yeah, look, my money's on Big Town Badgers. I genuinely think they've shown everyone what they can do. So
okay, all right. Look, okay. Look, I'm just going to move my board over. My Lego board hasn't really shone this year, has it?
No, well, there's been a lot going on.
Yeah. Okay. Look, right at the bottom of the Lego board, I'm just holding it up there. We've got the teams that have dropped out. You know, the 6 that have sort of gone crappy, and I'm at the bottom of the list, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Now, look, the matchup for this week. Out of Wood Raiders and... Oh, no, we'll leave that one to last. Out of Caloundra Cowboys and Phantom Roosters, who do you reckon I can take off as a loser this week? Because whoever loses this week out of those two is gone.
That's right. So look, as much as I'd like to say Roosters, I think it'll be the Caloundra Cowboys dropping out here.
Okay, yeah, I think you might be right there. Okay, now that leaves Salties and Bathurst Bulldogs. What do you reckon?
Tough, very tough.
I'm going to stick my neck out and say Bathurst Bulldogs is going to win.
Yeah, I actually think the Salties will pull their finger out, but I've got no confidence, so I'm going to stay on the fence.
Okay, you're going to stay on the fence, all right. Okay, well, I'll leave those two there. Now, that brings us to the Big Four. Big Four.
Yes.
Okay, let's go with Humdingers and Badgers. What do you reckon? Humdingers 5 on the trot?
Yes, they are 5 on the trot, but look, I'm thinking the Badgers. I really think the Badgers will stamp their dominance back again.
Okay, so Humdingers would then drop down to the next week.
Yes.
Okay, for a second bite of the cherry. And that leaves you playing the Wood Raiders. Now, I shouldn't really be asking you.
No, look, I know I've copped a lot of grief, but 100% was a tactical error. You might remember back to 2014, I believe it was, where I went through the season undefeated, only to lose straight sets in the final. So I decided from that point on never to be minor premier again.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So 100% tactical decision by my part. I'll be going through knocking out the Wood Raiders this week.
You reckon you're going to knock out Wood Raiders? Okay. And they'll have to come down for a second bite of the cherry.
Yes.
Which will leave Big Town Badgers and Caboolture Vikings as the undefeated teams at the top of the ladder then next week.
That's right.
Okay. All right. That looks a little bit messy, but anyway, I'll have to improve that for next year. Yeah, I might have to go back to the Lego Masters competition people and just talk to them about that.
And look, on that, just so the rest of the people can start doing some research. I've been contacted by Tommy from the Mackay Menace.
Oh yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not able to continue his franchise.
Right.
He feels very bad that he couldn't put the effort in that was required, which was reflected in his performance.
Yeah, okay.
So we do have an open franchise for him.
Right, okay. All right, we'll put that out there. Now, look, of more important things, this Wednesday night.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, I'm going for the Blues.
Yes.
And let's face it, they sort of whipped the Queensland team over in Perth last time.
That they did.
Yes. I mean, you know, the Queensland team is really good playing in Queensland.
Yes.
But not so good when you take them out of their little patch, out of their safety net.
No, that's right. In fact, the Queensland team are shit. So I think
that's another technical term. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, highly technical term.
Yep. Okay.
I'm confident. I'm going to say 48-12.
Oh, I won't be so bold. I think it might be about 26-16, something like that.
Okay.
To New South Wales, of course.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Well, then again, by the time both Turbos and Tedesco get stuck in there, and that little Damien Cook does a few runs right at the end when Queensland don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it might be getting into the 30s. Okay. Yep. I think that sounds very good. Look, thank you very much, Coach Glenn. We might have to call it there at the moment, and
my pleasure. Thank
we
you.
will try and get another one in next week. We'll see how we go,
Yes.
and good luck. And it's good to get towards the end of the season and start planning for next year.
Yeah, thank you. And look, I just hope that the Mollymook Monsters are able to get back into the business end of the season next year.
Oh, we will indeed. Don't you worry about that.
Thanks,
Thank you very much. Bye, Coach Glenn.